Let's check on these worms and see what's going on. Looks like our paper bag is continuing to get eaten and deteriorate. The worms are definitely very busy that way. Now this green material you see on the top, these are from me trimming out the bottom leaves of the tomato plants. I just kind of threw them in here. So they weren't frozen or broken down or anything else done with them. They were just placed in here for the worms to chew on. Now, the last time we checked on the worms, the bin was pretty wet and I want to dry it out. So I added a bunch of leaves to this bin. So you can see some of that leaf material here on the top, but I did kind of mix it all the way through. So I'm going to take a quick look through the bin overall to see how the leaves are doing and what the overall moisture level looks like. Now you can see we have plenty of worm activity in here. And you know, despite the amount of leaves and stuff I added in here, other than the leaves on the top, I'm not seeing a lot of leaves through the rest of the material. It's like they've already, and it wasn't that long ago I did this, so it's like they really went to town on all that leaf material. And then over on this side is where I did the feeding. This bin is getting close to, to doing another castings harvest, I think. And there's definitely lots of worms all through here. And I'm thinking most of the leaf material that's in here is all mostly from the top. So, anyways, let's go ahead and make a new feeding hole here in the center. And I might have to get some more leaf materials ready for this. So let's go ahead with this week's feeding. So today we got a blend of green beans, broccoli, rice, potato skins, and some lime peels. Slap some of that in there. I'll add some grit in the form of powdered eggshell. And top that off with some cornmeal. Okay, with that in place, we'll just cover that back up. Put our paper bag back in place. This paper bag ain't going to last much longer by the looks of it, so probably on the next feeding I'll probably have to add a new one. Let's go on to the mariner bin. Here we are in the mariner bin. I don't see any worms immediately on the plastic bubble wrap. But we do got worms here on the top of the paper bag. So I did add leaves to this bin also, not as much as the other bin, but I did get added in here. And just like the Riker bin, the leaves, well, there's more obvious leaf material in this bin compared to the Riker bin. But still, for the amount of leaves I added, there's not as much as I would have necessarily expected. The moisture level in this bin is really looking quite good, and we are very close to being able to even do another harvesting on this bin. But I'm going to leave this one go a little bit longer yet. Maybe add some more leaves to this one too. But for now, let's go ahead and do a feeding. Same material. The eggshell, powdered eggshell for grit, and the cornmeal. Now on the Riker bin, I am trying to dry that one out a little bit. That's why I'm not putting plastic or I'm not putting any plastic on the top of that one. This one, the moisture level is really pretty good, but I don't want it to get too moist either. So I think I'll just do the paper bag this week so it maintains this level of moisture in there. And that'll be it for this week's feeding. Well, I hope you enjoyed, got something out of this, and we'll see you on the next one.